Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in for today's webinar. And my name is Ritesh Austin. I'm from Insightstap, and I'm going to uh, talk about a very interesting subject that is very close to my heart, and something that I've been very passionately working on for past few years. Okay, so I'm going to talk about ABM, account-based marketing, B2B growth, HubSpot, and paid ads. I mean, that's a very interesting topic, and we are just beginning to explore this vast area when it comes to performance marketing and CRM and how we can use both together to achieve our B2B growth goals. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump right into the topic itself, which is mastering B2B growth using HubSpot ads, HubSpot and ads integration for ABM. All right. So now, for everybody who is not aware of these terms, ABM stands for account-based marketing. It's a very commonly known reference used in B2B sales for enterprise sales. GTM is go-to-market strategy. So every time I'm going to use the term GTM, it means go-to-market strategy. There is another GTM also, Google Tag Manager. Sometimes I'm going to use that as well, but I'm going to refer to that. All right. Okay. So before I jump right into it, I'm going to show you why this is important, right? So before I talk about how this HubSpot ABM or HubSpot integration with performance marketing helps a business, I'm going to talk about why we are doing what we are doing, right? So I'll take a step back and I'll go back to my GTM framework. Okay, so we have a GTM playbook here, which I continuously refer to most of my webinars. So this is a playbook that we follow, which is go-to-market engineering playbook for B2B sales. And we are going to talk about paid ads and CRM in particular, right? And within CRM, it's HubSpot that we're going to talk about. And HubSpot is more than a CRM. It's like a complete B2B marketing and sales platform. It's more than a CRM, right? So we're going to talk about LinkedIn ads and possibly we'll touch upon Google ads as well, but mostly we're going to stick around LinkedIn ads for this particular session. All right. So we're going to talk about LinkedIn ads, particularly in social ads, a bit of PPC. Okay. And then we're going to talk about how we can use the CRM, HubSpot, engage it, right? Get the data and then run performance marketing campaign, right? So here's the thing. When you run ads, there's a lot of data that gathers into LinkedIn ads or PPC, Google ads, and others. There's a lot of data, behavioral data, engagement data, who is interacting with your ads, and like so. On the other hand, if you're using a CRM like HubSpot, there's a lot of data that comes into HubSpot, mostly sales and marketing data, right? Leads, prospects, deals, engagement data, website engagement data, customer engagement data, and like so on. So there's a lot of information that is pushed into CRM, into HubSpot, right? I'm not going to talk about CDPs and other system. I'm going to limit this particular webinar around CRM. So there is a lot of engagement and behavioral data and also sales data that comes into the CRM, like a HubSpot. Okay. Now these data are siloed. That means the ad data sets into ad business managers and CRM data sits into CRM to a large extent. There is no direct integration for the most part. So that means the information is siloed. It's residing in a different system. There's not much communication going on, and that is why we need to integrate these two platforms to have a common data to guide our campaigns and drive our account-based marketing and B2B marketing campaigns. That's the reason as to why we need this integration in the first place, right? Once we are done with the integration, we can truly do what we call as the personalized outreach using ads. That means if we combine the ads data and if we combine the CRM data, we have a lot of data and we can work on that. And then based on those information, we can create very, very personalized ad campaign to very specific accounts and people, right? And that's why we have this term called HubSpot ABM, HubSpot Account Based Marketing. So there is a lot of account-based data residing in HubSpot. There is a lot of account and user-based data residing in the business managers of ad account. We're going to combine these two and we're going to create a very hyper-personalized, targeted customer match ads on LinkedIn, Meta, and Google, right? Okay. To give you an example here, just an example. So for example, you're running multiple different campaigns. A bunch of visitors are coming into website, visiting your website and interacting with your website. Some people are checking your ads. They are, visiting your LinkedIn pages, interacting with your LinkedIn page. Some of them, they are directly coming into the website. They're interacting with website. And some of them, they're filling up the forms or taking some other action, registering for a webinar or downloading a white paper, and their data is coming into CRM. So as you can see, there are different data points residing here. What if we can join all the data points and then create a very targeted LinkedIn outreach, right? For example, for everybody who has downloaded the white paper or who have visited, or who have registered for a webinar, that data is there in the CRM, right? So next time we know that those are, warm leads or hot leads in many ways because they have watched a webinar or they have downloaded a specific white paper, and then we have other information also. Maybe they have browsed a few pages here and there. So all these data are residing in HubSpot. Now, what I can do is I can push that data and create a very specific segment as a customer match ads. I can create a very specific audience in LinkedIn. Let me open up the link. I can create a very specific audience in LinkedIn, and then I can create a very, very specific audience, which we call as the customer match audience, and then run very targeted campaigns for those. For example, since you have downloaded this particular white paper, then possibly you are interested in this particular product. So then I will give a product discount as a campaign, right? Just a short example here. The use cases are many. I'm going to talk a little bit more on that, but I just wanted to visually explain you as to why this is important. This is more than just a technical integration. It's also a business integration in many ways, and it directly helps the sales team to create more targeted, relevant, and personalized campaigns. Okay. Now, coming back to my topic, the next question is, now that you know why we are doing it, let's talk about how we can achieve this, right? So in the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to go through each and every step as to how you can go ahead and connect your ad accounts to HubSpot. Okay. All right. So how HubSpot ABM elevates the B2B enterprise campaigns. Okay. First and foremost, these are some important pointers. High value account focus. There are some accounts, some companies who are very high value, right? So you can segment them based on tiers, okay, top tier, middle tier, low tier, and like so on. And you can target on some very high value accounts, and you will only run ads to those high value accounts. So when I say you only run ads to those high value accounts, in LinkedIn, it means that you run ads to the people working for that particular company, right? So that you can do, So that's what it means when I say you can target that high value account. That means if you want to target a company XYZ, and if the XYZ has 100 people working in that particular company, then you basically show your ads to those 100 people. By the way, you can personalize it more to job titles and departments as well. For example, if you only want to target the sales department within that company, you can do that as well, right? Okay, which comes down to the next point, role-based personalization, right? Tag contacts by buying role and tailor the message as per role, CFO, IT, sales, okay? And align ads with emails, absolutely important, okay? And that's the core essence of ABM. That means We're running email campaigns, we're running LinkedIn campaigns. At the same time, we are also running very specific targeted ads to them. It's in layman's term, it's what we call as the sniper technique. Okay, everybody is aware of spray and pray. Most of the marketers, they do spray and pray. That means they will run ads left, right, center across the whole country, and then they will just sit and pray that they get some leads out of it. This strategy is a sniper technique. That means you pinpoint your targets and pinpoint your audience, and then just focus on that, right? Super effective if you are into large enterprise in a very niche segment. Okay, tiered account strategy. You can assign account tier 1 to 3 to allocate budget and personalization effectively. So that means you focus more on tier 1 as compared to tier 2 and tier 3 and like so on, right? And you can customize more on tier 1. Okay, and tier 3 can be broad messaging at scale. Engagement and intent, very important. Monitor page visits, I already talked about it. See who they are doing or who is coming from those accounts, what they are doing. And based on that, you basically go ahead and create a campaigns personalized and target towards them. So monitor page visits, ad clicks, lead form activity. There's multiple use cases, and you can trigger email alerts and others as well. Okay, and then finally, we have what we call as IBM reporting. That's another topic altogether for some other webinar. I want to talk about this as well. This is the first webinar in the series of HubSpot ABM. So I'm going to have at least 3 webinars on this particular topic. So stay tuned. Okay. Why connect HubSpot with ad platforms? Okay. First and foremost, for unified revenue distribution. Okay. So you basically get a 360-degree view of what's really going on. So it is more than just click and leads. You can finally connect your ad campaigns to the revenue, right? Most of the companies, they come to people like us and say, hey, we are getting a lot of clicks, but revenue is not enough. So there is an attribution issue. There is a major attribution issue with most of the B2B companies, large scale companies. To a large extent, if you do the right kind of integrations, that this problem can be solved. So even if your marketing and sales team is saying, hey, you know what, we're getting a lot of clicks and a bunch of leads. The question is it converting into revenue? If the answer is no, or if the answer is unclear, then this is the method by which you can, integrate and solve this problem. Avoid siloed ad platforms. So that means finally you have got a centralized data where all the data is integrated to each other, and you can work on that particular data. Precision lead capture and precision ads with respect to LinkedIn, Meta, or Google. Okay, super accurate. I already talked about it, when I started this webinar. So very, very precise, targeted towards accounts and people working in those accounts. CRM powered ad targeting. That means, the data will go from CRM into ad platform. For example, if you want to only run ads to people for which the deal was created, but the deal was not converted, right? So you can create a very specific segment, push it to LinkedIn ads, create a customer match audience, run ads, give them a discount, saying that, hey, you know what, looks like we came a long way, but the deal wasn't closed. Here is another 20% discount. Let me know if you're interested. I'm just making it too simple. Of course, it depends company to company, and but just for reference sake, example's sake, I'm giving this example. All right. And you can eliminate wasted ad spend or poor fit contacts, right? So you can eliminate the contacts in HubSpot which are not fit. You can even eliminate it, right? And you can focus on the ones which are truly your customer fit. And then eventually, efficiency in your dashboard. So your ad campaigns are running in multiple different channels: Meta ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads, Bing ads. Finally, you can integrate all of them to HubSpot, and you can get one dashboard, and you will have a complete control over the attribution as well as the performance of this ad. That's wonderful, right? If you have one dashboard seeing everything which is going on, it takes a little bit of time to achieve that, but it's totally worth it. Okay, I mean, these are some real world use cases, but I'm not going to get into the use cases right now. Uh, I've already talked about the benefit. If the time permits, I'm going to go through these again quickly to hover over it. Precision targeting at specific companies, roles with coordinated message. That's the whole idea, sniper technique, precision technique, precise accounts, precise companies, and precise people, precise roles, precise departments within those companies you can reach out. Marketing and sales team share data, intent, signal, next steps. Super, right? So where does the sales team data resides? In CRM. Where does the marketing data resides? In the campaigns. You have the integration. So finally they are talking to each other, even though, your marketing and sales team may not be talking to each. I'm just kidding. But the point is, this is how uh, this is how you remove the silhouette and create a centralized system. Efficient spending, that means you only spend on the contacts and the accounts that really matters, right? So you basically create tired of layers of account, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, as I said, and then you focus more money and resources into those tires which really matters to you. And faster responses based on real-time behavioral signal. As I said, it's real time based on what they are doing, what not they are doing. You can basically uh, create signals and then create campaigns based on those signals in real time. And then finally, smart content and workflow to deliver tailored experiences. So that's also very important. If these two systems are connected, then you can trigger workflows in HubSpot to do multi-channel communication. For example, they came from ads, they came into the CRM, and then you trigger a workflow in which you are sending them automated emails with respect to the campaigns that they have clicked on. So with respect to that, you trigger a workflow which caters to that audience. And then it is multi-channel. For example, you can send email, you can even send WhatsApp messages and like so on. Right? So you can even connect all the way towards to multi-channel communication for these leads in real time. Right? So it's not like you have to the ad has come up and next week you're sending an email. No, it can happen real time, right away, within a minute, right? So our company slogan is run your B2B company like an e-commerce store. So all these things that I'm talking about is already achieved in many Shopify and e-commerce store platforms. They already do that. Yeah, but but if you use these systems effectively in your large B2B enterprise, you can run your company like an e-commerce store, and this is how you can achieve that. Okay. So now let's talk about the actual practical example of connecting the ad accounts. So I'm going to go through what it is needed to connect your ad account. I cannot show any customer data on all. I'm going to show my own Insightstap company and a test ad account that I have created just for this demo purpose. And I'm also going to take you through step by step through all the steps. Okay, so just bear with me. I have noted down all the steps and I'm going to also show you the integration direct in my HubSpot. Okay, if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll try to answer as much as possible. Today, we are going to talk about connection of ad accounts. In the next webinar, I'm going to talk about ABM tools. Okay, and then we are going to have some more webinars on this topic. Okay. All right. So let's talk about connection of ad accounts. Okay. So for this purpose, what I've done is I have created a step-by-step guide to connect HubSpot with LinkedIn ads. Maybe I'll create another webinar in which I'm going to talk about, connecting HubSpot with Google Ads integration. Okay. So here's how the HubSpot looks like if you're not aware of HubSpot. Okay. So this is how HubSpot looks like. It's pretty robust tool. Okay, it is more than a CRM. As you can see, this is CRM and everything related to CRM. But as I said, HubSpot is more than CRM. This is just one module. HubSpot also has a marketing hub and a content hub and a sales hub and a commerce hub and a service hub. So as you can see, it's almost like a 360-degree software, right? Almost. not exactly 360 degrees. It's not really an ERP. Having said that, it takes care of a lot of stuff. Okay, so it has got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we're going to talk about the CRM as a whole, and then how we can connect and integrate ads here. Okay. Now, before we go ahead and start integrating the ad account with the CRM, make sure that you have a LinkedIn ad account and it should be active, not on hold. Okay, so if you want to see, all you have to do is just go to Business Manager in your LinkedIn profile, and there's a you just go for business here, click on for business, and then click on advertise on LinkedIn. Once you click here, it will go to the LinkedIn Business Manager. Okay, and this is how it looks like, right? So I've created this business manager here. Okay, it's under my name. All right, and this is where this is under my company, and as you can see, this is active. So this is what you have to look into. It should be an active, under active state, not on hold state or any other state. Okay, so I've made it active, and then there are a lot of stuff here, right? The data, the assets, the account settings, and all of that. Okay, and this is where you can go ahead and start advertising it, right? You can create campaigns, and this I have just paused the campaigns for the time being. This is just for I've created this particular campaign just for a test purpose to show you in this webinar. Okay, the idea is to just see whether it is active. Next up, ensure that the LinkedIn user has an account manager role in campaign. Okay, so you should have a super admin or an account manager role. I have it. Just ensure that you have an account manager role and you have got enough. If you are managing the LinkedIn page, just make sure that you have account manager role assigned in that particular LinkedIn page and that ad account in the campaign manager. Okay. Confirm your HubSpot user has published access for ads in HubSpot. Okay. Confirm your HubSpot user has published access on ads in HubSpot. So for that, you need to go into settings, and you need to go into users, and you need to go, I cannot show you you need to go into that particular users, and then there will be roles and authorizations that will be given to you. Just check it and just make sure that you have the publish access to ads in HubSpot. Okay. If you have any trouble on this, maybe I'll create a short video on this, just to show this part. I cannot show my users and other data right now in this webinar. Okay, also disable any ad blockers during the setup to ensure smooth connection. Okay, if there is any ad blocker in the Chrome or any other place, just make sure that you disable it. Okay, now once you are done with this initial checks and prerequisites, let's go ahead and initiate the connection to HubSpot. In HubSpot, go to settings, navigate to marketing ads, click connect accounts and select LinkedIn. So I want to show you that. I've also given the step-by-step here, but I'll just show. I've already done that. So it is already connected. So let me just see. So what you need to do is go to HubSpot. Okay, in HubSpot, you see that you have contacts and companies. So when I use the term accounts, it means companies, right? Company data, contact data, company data, daily data, and another data is there. Okay, so go to Marketing Hub, then go to Ads, click on the ads. Okay, it's already connected. Since it is already connected, what I have done is I've taken a step by step. Okay, so I just showed you, go to Marketing Ads, click Connect Account, select LinkedIn, log on to LinkedIn when prompted, and review the permission and click Allow. So what I've done is I have taken all these steps and I've taken this screenshot. Okay, so I'll just go through those screenshots one by one, and then eventually, once you follow the steps here, you will land up in a dashboard like this. Okay, so let me just go through that. Okay, so these are all the steps here. I'll come back to this particular step. I'll just go through the screenshot. Okay, so if you go to marketing and click on ads, and if it is not already integrated, okay, then you will get this kind of screen. Okay, just make it bigger. Yeah, like this. Okay, so you just get started with ads. So just start with that. Okay, and you will get this three simple steps. Okay, the first step is you need to choose which ad account you want to connect. I chose, in my case, LinkedIn. You can choose whichever. You can connect all three as well. So you can connect up to three ad accounts in your plan. Okay, so select one of these or all three of them one by one. Of course, you need to do that. So select LinkedIn. In this case, we are talking about LinkedIn. Log in into your LinkedIn. Give your user ID password. Just log in into your LinkedIn, and you have to just say yes in the next steps. That's it. Okay. And then once you say yes to all the steps, you will be directed to LinkedIn ad account. As I said, you need to already by the time you do this, you need to already have an active ad account. Okay, and a campaign, at least one campaign. Even if it is paused, it's okay. But you need to have an active ad account and a campaign there. Okay? Only after that, please start this process. So as I said, I have chosen the ad account. Okay, and just click on the ad account and then just mark this auto tracking as yes. Okay, just mark it as yes. That means it will start tracking it. Okay? That means the attribution will be taken care of automatically. Just connect the account. Just click on the connect account. Once that is connected, as you can see, this is connected. Then you need to sync the leads. All right. So this is where you're going to sync the leads which are there in HubSpot to the audiences which are there in ad account. Okay. So that's the next step. So as you can see, I've selected my ad account and then I have synced my new and recent leads. So I have selected new and recent lead. You can also select new leads. When I say recent leads, means last 3 months data is what I mean. Recent leads. Okay, it will not take all the leads. For example, your HubSpot might be 5 year old. It may have 100,000 data. It will not will take that. Okay. If you want to do that, then possibly you have to download all the data and create a customer match audience in LinkedIn ad account. But here it is new and recent leads. So recent leads means last 3 months data. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken new and recent lead, and it will just start the sync and it will start syncing with all the leads. When I say leads, primarily I mean to say contacts. All right. Okay. The contact data will be there when I say lead, and if you have a sales hub, those contacts is converted into a lead. It's another discussion for some other day, but for the webinar sake, let's just keep it as contact. Okay. All right. Now, once that is done, once the sync is done, next step is add the pixels or tags. Okay. So just click on the LinkedIn ad account and it will automatically add the tags for the LinkedIn ad account. Something that GTM will do, this will do automatically here. If you have a HubSpot setup, it will do automatically, the tracking for you. So you just add the LinkedIn ad account and it will automatically, put the tags there. And then finally you can then go to the ads. So click on that and then select a pixel and then you can start building the ad. Okay. So you can start building the ad from within HubSpot or you can build the ad in LinkedIn Ad Business Manager and you can connect that, whatever works out for you. Okay. So when it comes to creating ad campaigns right from HubSpot follows certain mechanisms, right? Certain funnels, right? So HubSpot will say no need to go into LinkedIn Ad Account Manager. You can always go into LinkedIn Ad Manager and you can create campaigns. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But HubSpot will allow you to create ad from within HubSpot itself. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. It's pretty simple and easy. So for example, all the website visitor ads. So HubSpot said, hey, you know what? These are some best practices. Go ahead and create these kind of ads. For everybody who's visiting the website, create an ad to bring them back. Engagement ad to get people to take actions like download an ebook or book an appointment. Lead generation ads. So HubSpot is giving you some recommendation. Okay, so just follow the recommendation and create the campaign. Okay, so when you go ahead and create the campaign, you have to just choose one of those ad type or the campaign type that you want to do. Just choose it and say, for example, you want to create a website visitor ad campaign, right? That means nurture people who have been to your site, create an audience from your visitors, and re-engage them whenever they are on. Now you might say, hey, you know what, this can be done through pixel and LinkedIn tags. That's right. But if you're putting LinkedIn tags will only track the people who have visited your website through LinkedIn ads or LinkedIn as a platform. If there are certain visitors who have come onto your website from other sources, LinkedIn tags will not work, right? So this is a very effective way of pushing all those audiences who are there on your website back to LinkedIn and then retarget them. So it's much better than LinkedIn native retargeting. Okay. So nurture the people who have been on the site, create audiences from your visitor and re-engage with them whenever they are online. Okay. Very effective. And this is the first thing we should be doing. And this is the first thing we recommend our customers as well. They are the lowest hanging fruits in the tree. They have already visited your website. They are aware of your brand. They are aware of your products. All you have to do is create a little nudge to bring them back and do the same, right? And then there is contact list and lookalike and all of that. So maybe contact list means you have a bunch of contacts, you categorize them and you push that data back into the LinkedIn, create an audience, create a customer match audience, run ads, and then create a lookalike audience, right? For example, I'll give you an example. For example, you create a contact list of all your past customers. Now, those are the best prospect, right? Create a list, push it, create an audience in LinkedIn, run an ads for them to come back, okay, and do more business with you. At the same time, create a lookalike audience and tell LinkedIn to find more customers like these, more contacts like these. So LinkedIn will do, heavy duty lifting to find people who are similar to your past customer. What can be better than that? And then it's going to show ads to those people. Super targeted, super precise, right? So these are the basic campaigns that we typically suggest our customers to run when we start LinkedIn, HubSpot based ABM. And then the next step is, analyze it, right? You'll get a dashboard like this, and you'll be able to see all these data. I mean, there's no data here because this is just a dummy data here for the webinar purpose. But this is the data here, as you can see. Okay, I can go ahead and create ad campaign directly here, or I can go ahead and create audience directly from here. Okay, if I wish to, and I can go ahead and create a direct ad campaigns directly from, right? And as you can see, HubSpot is giving me some recommendation as to what type of ad I should be creating, right? So that's kind of good, or else you'll be under the guesswork. Instead, HubSpot gives some recommendation. So for example, this for LinkedIn, website visit ad, and then you can go ahead and create the entire campaigns. Once you create the entire campaign, it starts showing up there in the business manager for LinkedIn. All right, so let me just go back. Okay, I'm just going to exit here. Maybe I'll in one of those webinars I'm going to show you this as well, but this is the dashboard. Okay, I've already created one campaign. As you can see, I've paused it for the time being. This is where you will see all your audiences. You can create audiences as many as you want based on contact list or website visitor or lookalike or whatever. And then there is event tracking as well. My HubSpot, I have to upgrade my HubSpot account to do that. But and I will also get the analysis, the reporting and the dashboard data. I think, I mean, this is where I will get all the data right in one place, right? How much impression has happened, how much clicks, and how much contacts. Now, this is a complete pipeline, right? How much contact means how many leads you actually got. And then you can create reports, revenue attribution reports in which you can see whether those contacts and company actually converted into a customer or whether they went into buying stage, right? Whether the deal was created, whether they actually became an active customer or they did not convert. So you can create those reports, dashboard, and it will give you a full 360 picture of the entire platform. Okay, it also shows you total ad spend and ad spend over time, and you can customize this dashboard according to your needs. Okay, the impressions, the clicks, contacts, how many contacts were created, campaigns with high cost per click. So you can just customize this dashboard according to your need. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to connecting HubSpot with ad accounts. Uh, it's super important. This is the first step towards activating the full scale HubSpot ABM uh, for your business. So if you're an enterprise company, if you're dealing with large scale B2B companies, please do look into these strategies. If you want any help, please do contact us. We'll be happy to. I'll be happy to come on a discovery call with you and understand your business more and give you more personalized recommendation. Uh, I think this webinar was helpful for you. I hope. Please write down a comment if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.